Hello everybody, Warren2 Grammars here. So I haven't played Skyrim in 2 years. Let's change that. Now, after installing 100 plus texture mods, 100 gameplay mods, and bordering on the edge of unusable load limits, and an entire 2 days of frustrating troubleshooting, I finally installed Skyrim modded again. No, I'm not gonna install joke mods for a while. I began this playthrough fresh off the boat in Windhelm, immediately ignoring any signs of frostbite, story, or danger, and I set right off towards the Arantino residence. See, I'm not interested in politics or civil war or even saving the world from dragons. I want to get rich quick, and the fastest way is political assassination in cold blood.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear.
Once we've done the kind little Arantino boy a favor and murdered Grelod the Kind for him,
Finally! My prayers have been answered!
Grelod being anything but her namesake,
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes,
we are kidnapped from our next slumber. Kinda shitty security this inn has. I paid for the room for the night, but only got 1 hour's worth of sleep. Regardless, we abruptly awaken in an abandoned shack just outside Solitude. And there's some Nord in black assassin robes sitting right before us. She commands us to kill one of the 3 hooded targets before us. So I decided to go on the safe route and murder all 3. Now with the key phrase to the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, I run all the way from the closest waypoint of a Minotaur boss fight, down a mountain, and into Falkreath. While here, I begin the quest for a property, kill a Blackbriar and steal mead from the Rift, and trade all my stolen goods to the Uriel as a bribery.
You know what? I hereby grant you permission to purchase property in...
Now that I'm officially a member of the super edgy Grim Reaper Club,
What is the music of life?
I take all of the good armor and loot from the sanctuary, stuff my gold, sleep for 10 hours, and begin my downward spiral into an assassination cult.
Well, what happens now is you start your new life in the Dark Brotherhood.
Oh, and I hunt down and kill 2 Dwemer machines for their ingots so I can craft this. So, with a gun powerful enough to silence a chatty president at play, I begin my killing spree. Luckily for me, Tamriel hasn't discovered black powder or even arcane projectiles yet, so there's no gun control laws restricting me from completely demolishing all in my way. Once my petty contracts for Nazir are complete, I take a brief detour into the other states to scout out further targets, and to get as much gold as possible. After looting out some skeleton and ghost-ridden castles in the Alakir Desert, and getting caught for petty theft and fleeing northern Cyrodiil as fast as possible,
This border is a restricted entry zone. State your intent.
You're under arrest. Small-time criminal? Not what I want on my service record.
I make my way back into Skyrim to complete further contracts, and I find that a strange jester has appeared in the sanctuary. I already want to kill him.
Oh, be quiet, you great lumbering lapdog.
My next step on the way to Lee Harvey Oswald the Emperor was to track down and kill the leader of a band of raiders who had wronged a woman. That's morally okay. Then optionally go murder an innocent grieving woman. That's morally fucked up. So of course I did them both. You think I'd turn down double gold? Upon completion of this, I learned of some more petty crooks from your friendly neighborhood hitman, and finished out the Red Guard's bidding. Ass Turd orders me into a coffin to defile and snuggle with a mummy, also to eavesdrop on Cicero, but more importantly are the mummy cuddles.
But I will speak. I will speak to you, for you are the one.
After being caught in the act by the Jester and speaking with Asterd again, I was finally ready for the ultimate contract. I began by carefully assassinating and hiding the highest ranking chef in the continent.
What do you think you're doing?
Then, once I have assumed his identity, I inconspicuously assume his role at the Emperor's guest dinner. Now that I am the gourmet, I instruct the sous chef on how to cook a delicious stew. Plus I've added some poison.
Do you do poison?
No, sir, just cakes. This is a patisserie, sir.
Could a cake hurt a person?
And in some weird obvious
I lead the
foreshadowing.
way up to the dining room. I'm sure the Emperor and his guests are dying to meet you.
You realize the whole plan is just up no matter what. You're forced to escape through a choke point and are ambushed by several Imperial dipshits you've never interacted with before.
You killed my son. All of you. And now you'll pay the price. Kill her. And make sure there's nothing left to bury.
After easily defeating them and escaping the city with your now multi-thousand Septim bounty, you're finally able to go back to the Sanctuary in the utmost haste. But maybe I'll stop by my house and sort off some of the shit first. 300 pounds in books and food? What's up with that? In any case, once I arrive at the Sanctuary, it was a simple jaunt to save everyone from the Imperial dipshits, save Nazir, and run into the Night Mother's coffin for a snuggle. This life-saving embrace keeps you from burning to death in the collapse of the Sanctuary. Also, almost everybody else survives too, but they don't seem to talk much about it. Must be a repressed traumatic memory or something. Now with the Sanctuary destroyed, you encounter Darth Asterd lying in her own black sacrament circle, proclaiming you leader and begging you to euthanize her. Can't say no to this scenario.
Do it, listener. Kill me.
With her out of the picture, the Night Mother tells you the Emperor's contract is still on, and dispatches you towards the meeting. After meeting with Prince Dipshit himself again, I finally make my way to the Solitude Docks, ignore the guards, kill General Marco Aurelius, and board the Emperor's ship. Finally, just one lockpick away. Oh, for fuck's sake. And I was in. Finally, time to link in this unsuspecting.
And once more I prove Commander Morrow the fool. I told him, you can't stop the Dark Brotherhood. Never could.
Oh. Well, that makes it less fun.
Don't be shy. You haven't come this far just to stand there gawking.
After listening to the dying old man's speech, accepting his final request to double-cross my contract, killing him, looting his body, stealing his cheeses and wines and knives, and exiting the ship undetected, I finally returned to Whiterun for my reward.
Go. Collect your money. And let us never look upon one another again. Our business, thank the gods, is concluded.
And the bonus.
What is this madness? Rexus, help me!
And just like that, I was 20,000 Septims richer. And all the loot I stole from the Ritzy people. That wine alone is probably worth thousands. Now I could just run off with this gold, but that wouldn't feel right to Sithis, so I did the morally correct thing and took it for the torture chamber renovations.
Truly? Could you have brought us more wondrous news? Recent events notwithstanding, this is a happy day for us, my friend.
And with these steps down, I've completed my goal. Target locked and down. Cyrodiil is fallen. Black Dragon down. Military term references.
And I'll see what I can do about recruiting some new additions to our family.
So, I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoy Skyrim and other RPGs, maybe check out my channel. If you really liked it, maybe drop a like or consider subscribing. Take care, and talk to y'all soon.
Emperor Titus Mead II lies dead, and the Dark Brotherhood yet lives.